Hello there, it's Friday the 22nd of January and this is a message for all parents and carers about remote learning. We still don't know when we will be returning to any kind of normality. I mentioned in last week's message that it was scheduled to be at half term, but the government rhetoric does seem to be changing slightly and it may get pushed back further. What I can tell you is we are exactly halfway through this half term, so we have 3 more weeks to the half term break, and then it will be a 6-week half term to Easter after that, and it's possible that a portion or all of that next half term will also be conducted remotely. So we have to make sure that our remote learning offer is the best that it can be, and I have been absolutely humbled by the quality of our remote learning resources, whether they be live lessons, whether they be pre-recorded lessons, or other activities that our teaching staff are putting online for your children. They have been at the highest level. And also, I've been amazed and astounded, as always, by our children's ingenuity and the quality of the work that they've submitted. It's been really, really fantastic to see. And engagement with our remote learning continues to go up week on week. But we listen to you because some of our Google Classrooms and some of our offer was being found to be confusing at the point of use at home. So we've streamlined our Google Classrooms, and all our Google Classrooms now are linked specifically to your child's class. Remember, your child should be following their timetable at all times. So if, for example, your child is in year 8 and they have maths, this is period 1 on a Monday, then they need to be logging on at 8:45 for that maths lesson. Now, it may be a live lesson, it may be a pre-recorded lesson, but that hour should be dedicated to their maths. And at the end of that maths lesson, there'll be some form of assessment, some form of activity that requires submission. On Google Classroom, that is referred to as being turned in. So it's really, really important that at the end of each lesson, that work is submitted, turned in, so that our staff can look at it and then provide dedicated feedback. And it may be that if common themes of misconceptions are creeping in, that the staff will then put a live lesson on in the following days to specifically address any misconceptions or build on the learning that's taken place. It's so important that we work together. So all children following their timetable, because that is when their teacher is there for them, whether it be a live lesson or a pre-recorded lesson where students can email the staff and engage with them via that chat so that they get the feedback they need. Children that are not engaging totally or at all with the remote learning offer that we have will fall behind. It's so important. It's a collective responsibility between us as school teachers and school leaders and you as parents and carers at home, that we work together for the benefit of your child so that no child is ultimately left behind. If you do have problems with our remote learning or you have problems with access, contact us. There is an email address that's specific to remote learning. That's remotelearning@aspire.fcat.org.uk. Mr. Blackwell and Mr. Brown will respond to any issues in a timely fashion so we can break down any barriers that you may have. It's vital that since we've streamlined the Google Classrooms, all children now log in, they've all had the invite, log into those Google Classrooms and ensure that they are completing the work that we have set. We continue to monitor engagement, and it's, as I said before, it is going up, which is really pleasing to see. The Wellbeing calls that we're doing twice, sometimes 3 times weekly, are there to support you as parents and carers with the remote learning. And as I say, if you do have any issues, you can either speak to those or use the email address, or you can ring the office 353 155. It's open during school hours, and that message will then get relayed to the individual member of staff that's responsible for the area that you're querying about. As I say, we are here to support you. It's our offer. I think it's fantastic. We all want the same thing, and that's for your children to make the absolute best progress that they possibly can. I know I'm biased, but I can say with great certainty that our offer is fantastic, and if you engage with it, we will ensure that your child makes that progress. It's been humbling at times to see the quality of the work that's coming through, and I know from experience with my own children that homeschooling can be very, very tough. So I thank you very much as parents and carers for supporting your children at home. Just one final thing about technology. If you are struggling with technology, we've given out loads of laptops and Chromebooks and dongles and SIM cards, and we've provided access to the BT hubs around the town. But if you are still experiencing problems around technology and you've not let us know yet, then please contact us and we can try and break down that particular barrier. It is tough, but if we stick together, work together, we can ensure that we get through the next 3 weeks to half term. We can pause at that point, and then hopefully we'll be back. And if not, then we know we're in a better place with remote learning to carry on through the half term leading up to the Easter break. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you next week. Thank you.